Hey,
Hello, how are you?
hi Kawa. Hi Ciro.
Oh,
I'm so happy to see you.
Me too, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. How's life at your side of the world?
Today, rainy.
Ciro, you're in Brazil now, right?
I'm in Brazil right now.
Okay. Everything is good
Figure out.
in Brazil.
Everything's good. Everything's good. Great weather, as always. I'm very, very happy to meet you again, my friend.
Luke Ike, the guy, the artist and designer from Berlin, he will not be able to join us. I think it was yesterday. He got into some accident when he was driving on a bike. But it looks
Wow.
like nothing serious. But he's in hospital now, just in case to make sure that everything is good. So I was contacted by his wife, and but he will participate in the voting. I will record this session and show it to him.
Perfect. I had
Great.
a doubt there. There is a work, I think it's the 18th, and I think it's the wrong one, Askhat. It's an app.
It's a what?
It's an
It's
app
not about the
called
festival.
Maktab.
Yeah, it's for another client.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Um, I'll double check it and make sure that everything is in line. Um, um, I um, I talked to the guys from Tashkent Advertising Festival, and they would love to see the presentation. So if you don't mind, I'll let Diyor Mirzakhmedov, who is responsible for Tashkent Advertising Festival, to join our session to see what do competitors say about the work, how they reply to our questions. If you don't mind, I'll let him in. Uh,
Lovely. Don't mind at
actually,
all.
totally. Yeah.
actually, the idea is to invite you to TAF, to Tashkent, to Uzbekistan, the place
Oh,
and the land you've never been yet, and it's amazing.
Sure. I saw some pictures and I got very excited. It'd be a pleasure.
yeah, I've made some research about the city and everything because of the designs. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Uzbekistan is fantastic with its hospitality, with food, with everything. So I love every moment, every reason when I have to travel to Tashkent. Diyor and Malika, hello. This is Ciro Rocha from Brazil and Cova Diaz from Spain.
Hi.
They are
Hi,
our
привет.
fantastic judges. We're waiting for for Vladimir Lifanov from Suprematika to join us as well. The competitors are ready. This is actually the third presentation in a row. Yesterday we had one for it was digital, and yeah, no, this one is second. Design is second. Yesterday it was digital with the client FS Brewery, also real task, not imaginary one. And by the end of this week, we'll have two more presentation sessions for PR in media. We have Ferrero as a client with two fantastic brands, Kinder Joy and Tic Tac. So actually, the thing is that we exchange ideas for their money to be able to pay for the winners of the competition at the Cannes Lions festival to pay the registration fee because for young creatives it's quite a lot. Let me check. Let me write quick message to Vladimir.
In
So the thing,
in which city you are right now?
okay.
Sorry?
We,
In which city you are right now in Spain?
I'm in Madrid. I'm in Madrid
Madrid.
now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm from
just
the
to know.
north of Spain, but I've been living in Madrid like for a long time.
Great. Sorry,
Where
Askhat.
are you? Are
I
you
mean,
at Sao Paulo?
no, I'm in Goiânia. I also
Oh,
have operation in São Paulo, but I live in Goiânia, it's the center of Brazil, near Brasília.
nice.
The best city to live at all.
so our task for tonight is not actually to vote immediately, but to get understanding uh, uh, of the reason behind every work. And then during the time which is the most comfortable for you, you can go through all the entries and vote. By the as soon as you vote, I will calculate all the scores, and if everything is clear, it's okay. If there are some conflicts, like we can have two or three winners, I will ask you for another quick call just to discuss the final results. So let Vladimir join us. Vladimir, привет.
Привет.
Привет. This is Diaz.
Приветствую,
This
Владимир.
is Ciro Rocha, and
Oh,
you know Diyor and Malika. Ike will not join us this time, but he will see the recorded session and he will be able to get everything that we're going to discuss. Okay? So if you're ready, we can let the first competitor join the session. Okay? Так, just let me check. Okay, Faruk. Faruk? Faruk?
Hi.
Hello. So you decided to join the session from one account, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, can you quickly introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, dear jury. We are Farouk and Malika, and we are here to present our vision of the new identity for TAF.
Yeah.
So, shall we begin?
Yep, let me join the board and switch on the timer. You can start.
Thank you very much. So Tashkent Advertising Festival is one of the biggest festivals, advertising festivals in Central Asia. And this year, festival is going from a regional event to an international one, but its current identity does not reflect this growth. It's too outdated and too bold and doesn't represent the local culture. And we decided to develop a fresh and dynamic identity that would reflect the global growth of the brand and would also honor the unique cultural spirit of the city. So TAF was born and is held in Tashkent, the most populous city in Central Asia, home to nearly 3 million people from 130 different nations living together in harmony. And in 1966, the city was almost entirely destroyed by an earthquake, but was rebuilt with the help of many different nations from the post-Soviet space. And those people chose to stay and continue developing in our city alongside with its evolving identity. As a result, friendship, cooperation, and hospitality have become deeply embedded in Tashkent's cultural DNA. And we thought that TAF, like Tashkent, is built from contributions of participants from diverse nations and cultures. And in the new identity, we decided to celebrate this multiculturalism and diversity.
Hi, my name is Farouk. I will talk about the implementation of design. So the pixelation in the logo and it's visualize how TAF is built from diverse blocks representing people, ideas and cultures coming together. This modern yet retro identity reflects festival dynamic, evolving spirit. And blocks serve as flexible elements, forming dynamic shapes inspired by local architecture and traditions. Each block carries unique information, images, and meanings, yet being united as a whole. Jury members, speakers, and participants can be seen as a cluster of blocks embodying diverse ideas and experiences that reveal themselves over time. To engage with attendances, we introduce tough blocks. Sorry. We introducing tough blocks. This is the physical and digital blocks branding elements in different colors for each participating region. Attendants can collect blocks and contribute to the TAF Community Tower, the growing symbol of regional diversity and the festival global reach. Photos of TAF winners also can be revealed at the beginning in a blocked and pixelated view, and can be opened and revealed on a stage when announcing the winners. The fans can take these blocks or digital or physical ones with themselves to share as a referral with their friends and the community to join this multiculturalism festival welcoming city and TAF using this physical or digital blocks and having a discount as referral discounts. On social media, we can use
hashtags like coming together at TAF and building TAF community and TAF International, and we'll encourage people to share their experiences during this festival. And our motto would be TAF is where people come together and ideas and creatives and cultures and stories come together.
So as at the beginning near the logo states, TAF, same as the Tashkent, is where people, ideas, and creatives, cultures, stories, and winners come together.
Yes, this is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much
for your attention.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll see if we have any questions from the jury.
A bit difficult to ask any questions. It's a very simple and understandable idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the same feeling.
So if we're fine, if everything is clear, we can say thank you. And
thank you for your time.
You can leave the room, and we're going to move to the next team.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. See ya. That was quick and to the point, right?
Quick and to the point, yeah.
Okay, now we have next team. KZ05.
Askhat.
Yeah.
Should we just ask questions or make any comments?
You can do both.
Okay.
Next team is coming. Hello, Team KZ05 from Kazakhstan. We want to see your faces.
Hello.
Aha, we can see you and we can hear you.
Hi.
Can you say a couple of words? Who are you and where are you from? Just for
Yes.
our amazing jury.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your time and consideration of our works. We are very happy to be part of this competition. My name is Karina, and this is Asa. And we will be glad to showcase our identity concept for you.
Okay, you can start.
Yes, so let me start to telling briefly about the problem and the status quo that our client came to us with. So this is TAF, the Tashkent Advertising Festival, which is a yearly event, but this year is pretty special one because the whole advertising festival is changing its positioning. And the problem is that the old identity seems outdated for our client. And with this change of scope, with the growth of the festival, they want to have a fresh and international identity. So we came up with an insight and with the solution, which is that this year, we should communicate TAF as an international event and as a location to visit. So as a travel destination for creators and the local place of power for creatives in Tashkent. And how do we do that with our identity? We think that we need to focus on some iconic shapes and symbols for Tashkent that are reimagined and to show the heritage of this city as simple geometric forms, as mosaic, which is the cultural heritage of the city. And only in Tashkent you can see so many wonderful mosaic buildings. Also to focus on the hospitality of Uzbek people and Tashkent as a whole. We want to use the piyala symbol, which is the teacup, the ceramic teacup that reflects the hospitality of Tashkent people, because when you see a guest, you always offer him some tea. And of course, the sun ray, because Tashkent is a sunny place and is associated with warm, hospitable people. And these three shapes we want to show in all the identity materials. Also, we propose to update the logo to make it simpler for some practical reasons and also for the conceptual reasons. We want A to be open because this year Tashkent is open for new countries, for new people from different creative communities. That's why we updated the logo this way. And also, this logo will be very scalable and can be used on different materials in the identity. And we think that less is more. That's why we used the grotesque font and simple forms. And to show the energy and the atmosphere of the festival, we use dynamic patterns that can be reshaped, reconstructed, like the Uzbek patchwork, So you can put them in different places, in different cohesion, and show different patterns with them. What to say about our color scheme, why we chose this one? We think that using the young and ambitious magenta here will reflect that the festival is fresher and that is more digital, young, and also we want to use the analog color scheme because this will stand out and attract more attention. Also, we want to say that in future, this identity will be highly adaptable because the new patterns can be built out of it, and also in animation it can be used, and all these intersections of symbols, shapes can be put on different merch and also print materials without losing the clarity, and also can be very recognizable. That's our solution, how to clearly tell people about the international scope and also stay true to the local soul of Tashkent Advertising Festival. Thank you. If you have questions, we'll be happy to answer them.
I got one question. Can you show the old logo before you change it?
Old logo. Let me
Because
check.
you were speaking about a new logo, so I'd like to see how it was.
Yes. So speaking of the
Just a
old
moment.
logo, we made minimal changes for it to stay familiar, but still we have refreshed it. We cannot share.
I can show it. I can show it.
Thank you.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
You just cut the stick horizontal.
We used a slightly different font and made shapes more geometrical and for it to stay familiar but refreshed.
I have a question about the color palette. I see you're using the red tone that I think it has been already used. So you use the same shade and then added the magenta, right? It's just like adding the magenta to the color they were using already.
Yes, so we were thinking about this solution as a way to keep the familiarity of the brand color, and also to add something new, to add magenta to it, and to leave the industry color, because it is very associated to the industry as well and to the festival.
Okay.
Thank you.
Concerning about the colors, did you think about expanding the color palettes, or just those two colors
Sure.
especially?
Yeah, we've been thinking about it. Thank you for your question. We think that the color palette can be bigger, but we want to stay with the analogous scheme, so that we use colors that are close to each other on the color wheel, so that this effect of the two color scheme stays the same. But from year to year, this scheme can be updated.
We have like four colors: gray, red, white, and a magenta.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're done with questions. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you for your time. Yeah, it's been an honor.
You.
You can leave the room.
Thank you.
So what do you think?
I think it's nice, very so strong identity considering the colors, but I think the palette's not, the contrast is not that good. It will be hard for applying. But I
Hard
love
for
the patterns.
legibility also. It's
Yes,
quite hard for
yeah,
legibility. But I think everyone's made an amazing job for the time they had.
Yeah.
I just had a look to every entrances yesterday, and the work is really good. I think there's a very
yes.
high level.
And,
Wow.
and I thought that this one was nice because it has a story behind it. The
Yeah.
creativity and hospitality, they are shown on every pattern. So it's
Yeah, it's
great
very
work.
Yeah.
interesting to understand the reason how you came to this solution. Like what moved you to that direction. It's very important. Let's invite next team. Are you ready? Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I,
Please switch on the camera. Ah, we can see you. Hello and
can you,
welcome. Can you quickly introduce yourself?
hi there. My name is Alen Zagardinov. I'm an art director and a graphic designer. This is my soulmate in crime.
Hi. Hi everyone, my name is Zohar and I'm his teammate. Good to see you all.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me show your board. This is your board, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, you can start. You have up to 5 minutes.
Okay. So TAV is going global, and with this shift, we set out to create a new, bold, and progressive identity. The one that positions TAV among the top international creativity festivals while staying true to its roots. Our goal was to design a visual system that communicates without words and communicates and resonates with all of the audience, locals and international people, captures the festival's unique energy and being catchy without losing its local soul. The most major creativity festivals follow minimalist and monochromatic design principles, such one color or clear, recognizable symbols or design systems. For us, this became a foundation, a starting a point that we could rethink and reshape to make something new that reflect the essence of TOF. Like bold and dynamic identity, maybe a bit of punk or something like that, that will be catchy. But at the core of the new identity, it's exclamation mark. Of course, for us, it was a trick, like a flipped eye, a reference for international. And at the same time, it represents a person with open arms because the festival is about people. It's about the open for the world. And TAF expands globally. We put these ideas at the forefront into the logotype. Yep. And surrounding this key element is a dynamic visual system that includes the T, with represents both like Tashkent and the festival itself, but also I said like open arms and openness for the world, and Uzbek hospitality, which is kind of like popular idea for this, and warmth. So yeah, more importantly, it represents people, the creators, the participants, speakers, and other creative people all about this festival. And also, it's about vibrant stitched graphic language inspired by Uzbekistan traditional patchwork quilting, which called kurpacha. It's a metaphor for cultural unity and creative diversity. So we represent it in our design identity. And a lower multicolored system reflects the way creative industries work collaboration, interaction, and shared innovation. Unlike single color festival identities, tough embrace a mix of colors. Just great ideas emerge from collective effort. And of course, to set apart from other festivals, we designed a mint green color. While this became a primary color, its combination with other palette tones and colors intuitively connects it to our region. Yeah, and a key element of the identity is a festival award built on the core symbol. It reflects tough global reach by combining the shape of a globe and a round table, where creatives from around the world gather as equals, exchanging ideas and inspiration. Tough for us is a platform for global creativity. Also, TUF is a place where creative industries from all over the world come together, a festival that speaks boldly, openly, and vibrantly. It's a space for international dialogue, openness, and experiments, like a meeting point for diverse talents. And just like the festival itself, the visual system allows for endless combinations. The elements can shift and adapt, yet TUF remains instantly recognizable. And the identity is catchy and different, which presents stuff as forward thinking, contemporary, and multi-layered event. It is also welcoming and adaptable, embodying the spirit of hospitality and collaboration, essential for a festival that celebrates creative exchange, global openness, and cultural synergy. The TUF is about a festival of creative unity. And yeah. Thank you.
Good, exactly 5 minutes.
It's very, very different. I have a question concerning the typography. How was the way to choose those types?
You mean about typefaces or the trick
typeface,
of
yeah.
typography? Yeah, we
The
choose
typography for the superposition.
We choose this design principle for containers of typography to represent this a lot of boxes of creativity like design, advertisement, and a lot of stuff, and is about like Uzbek culture. Like for everyone, you have some host place or something like that to represent this culture of hospitality and warmth. And it's all about like stitched the lines like rectangles, color rectangles with typography is stitched together. That's a point of the principle of type.
Vladimir, you wanted to ask something, right?
Yes, I have one question. Is it legal to cut off exclaim mark? Because I know that festival calls tough exclaim mark, and now I have you deleted this sign from the logo. Is it normal? Because I think at one moment I thought that it's another festival. It's not that tough. It's another tough.
Yeah, I was prepared for this question. Thank you. My answer will be about firstly, before the brief, we asked about can we use a logotype without exclamation mark, because the point and the core thought about this festival, it's a little bit changed. The TAF became more international, so our goal should be like to find a new point to represent international mood. So we became to this principle of logotype to represent more international than just exclamation mark. We tried to find new ideas and new thoughts about that.
I can say that during the briefing session, Diyor and Malika, they confirmed that it's possible to remove exclamation mark if it's required.
Yeah.
Could it be possible to call the festival the International Tashkent Advertising Festival? Because the new logo you are showing, the T is also an I, and I think it's a clever idea to introduce the international character. That's the new evolving phase of the festival. So, but I think when you don't have the international word after the logo, you kind of lose the intention of that T that's also an I. So I don't know if it could be possible, but I think it's a clever idea if you can do that. So it's the same festival, but bigger.
Yeah. If we could this, why don't we do that? Or something like that. But yeah, I didn't remember, but we can't fix the description, I guess, because stuff goes stuff. So we didn't do the Tashkent International Advertising Festival, so it could be TIAF.
Or
International Tashkent Advertising Festival. So it could be like the first word, international, and then it would match the logo.
Fantastic idea. Cool. Thank you, Kova. Thank you, Alen. Thank you, Zohir.
Thank you.
It was good presentation. Now you can leave the room. We're moving to the next team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Very, very nice. That divided my opinion at the beginning when I saw, and after the explanation, it was really, really clever.
What an interesting observation. And then you ask yourself, how couldn't I see that? Because it's I and T all together. International Tashkent Advertising Festival.
Yeah, and the idea about the globe and the table and the round tables was very, very nice. I thought it looked like a street cloth brand at the beginning. It's very, very, very bold decision to go to that way.
Yeah.
I think that most of the ideas can be like edited after that because they have like just a couple of days, right, to develop them. But all of them have like a very big potential to edit and became a really cool branding.
Yeah, they had 24 hours for everything.
I can add one thing that you will see much better I in the log if all letters will be the low register. So because of big A and big F, you can see it at the same moment, but when they will write EIF, it will be much more clear. I think we should give them an advice to make it better.
Yeah, you can write it down in your comments area in the evaluation form. That's one of the most awaited thing by competitors, to see the feedback, to see how they can become better. It's amazing. Thank you. So let me invite next team. Okay.
Hello.
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 Mirwert, we want to see your faces.
Oh. Sorry, I couldn't change my name.
Meruert, are you with us?
Yes.
Can you quickly introduce yourselves?
Mm-hmm. My name is Anna, and I'm copywriter in our team. And with us is Mirzakhmedov. She is a designer. We are team from Ribeiro.
Your team from Kazakhstan, right?
From Kazakhstan, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We don't care about BBDO. We don't care about agency. We care
I don't
about
know
you.
what you wanted to.
We care about you
hear.
as a team. Okay, so you have up to 5 minutes to present. Now you can start.
Okay. We want to introduce you our identity for TAF, Tashkent Advertising Festival. And before we start to talk about the details, let's talk about the background. And as you know, until this year, TAF was a local festival. It featured international speakers and juries, but the competition was open only to Uzbek participants. Even so, the festival had strong recognition across Central Asia, and many professionals hoped for it to be global, and it finally has. That's why we decided to name TAF the place to be. It's like an invitation and like a must-visit place for every creative professional, and we show this idea by our identity too. We built it on two key visual elements. First of them is an arch. Arch is an iconic and recognizable part of Tashkent's architecture, and traditionally, arch, not the arch you can imagine, but very like a closed arch called Ivans. It was a place in madrasas and palaces in Uzbekistan where different people can meet, share ideas, talk to each other, and it's like TAF in Tashkent and in advertising industry. And it's by this symbol we wanted to showcase TAF like an openness and open and welcoming festival. And the second symbol we used is mosaic. Mosaic is something made of different unique pieces coming together to create something new, inspiring, beautiful, and this is also the symbol of TAF, like advertising festival, where different creators come and do something interesting and bigger together. We used different colors inspired by Tashkent's architecture in our identity. So we brought these elements into our logo, posters, websites, and awards. And also we tried to make our visuals and messaging flexible and adaptable. That's why on the top of the boards you can see different variations of the message. For example, TAF is a place to be seen. It's a message for TV advertising category, for example, and the wording and visuals can change depending on the context. And by all this system, we wanted to show TAF like a very open and dynamic festival. Yeah, that's all that we wanted to say. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Same question. No exclaim mark more.
You miss exclamation mark.
Yes, I miss it.
Oh,
Can you explain why you remove it? What was the reason to remove it, Anya?
I don't know. We just decided to make our identity on the symbols I just tell, arch and mosaic, and we thought with that flexible lines, exclamation mark was too tough, and it was too hard in this identity. That's why we decided to delete it.
Okay, but I think with the exclamation mark, it was much more emotional.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
like tough.
Or tough.
Oh, tough. Thank you.
For
Okay.
me,
Thank you.
the biggest concern of this design, that I think it's beautiful, but the color palette, it really reminds me Google color palette. I don't know if you
Oh.
noticed that you are using like the same colors. And also, as Google has so many things like
Oh.
Google Maps and Google Chrome, and so it could be a little bit messy because it kind of looks like something sponsored by Google or something. I don't know if you could think in another color palette or another combination that don't take us too much closer to the to Google logo.
I really haven't noticed it before you said.
My observations, it's great, but it feels I love the place to be different, seeing innovative and first, but it reminded me more place branding concept than a festival concept. Also, maybe because of the applications, it shows a lot of the city. You have the logo and the patterns, but I miss the applications to what would be really done there for making the festival huge and well recognized worldwide. And I don't I think it's a bold move to take off the exclamation point. When you see like the briefing, it's something that it says the brand got recognized by this point. So it's a bold move to create a new concept that taking off since the festival is not the tough exclamation as I saw, but it's a bold move.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you for the comments, Audrey. So now you
Thank you all.
Now you can leave the room. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Interesting points, interesting, really insights. When you look at the things from your point of view, then yeah, it makes sense. That's why I love these sessions when you can learn. So let's.
I'm with Vladimir that I don't know why they are all taking off the exclamation. That it's something that you can play with, and it's so different. I don't really understand the decision.
I just want to add one thing, that all projects except one were about visual objects, and only one project is about sense. The only one of these 4 or 3 projects is about sense, to make an eye, because it's now international. All others are about local vibe and so forth, and only one project is about really changing the festival and the vibe of festival. Now it's international one. I think it's interesting.
I can mention that the order of the teams presenting the works here is different from the order that you see the works on the website. So it's not just like the same order on the website. So just don't be confused. Now the team number 7 from Kazakhstan enters the room. Hello, Yernar, Alfira.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome
Hello.
to the room. We don't see your faces yet. Please show them to us. We can see you, Yernar, Alfira. Yernar, can you introduce your team to us, like your names and the country?
Yes, we're from Kazakhstan. My name is Yernar, and name of my partner is Alfira. Alfira is responsible for design and art direction. I'm responsible for strategic part and copywriting. So if you're ready, we can start.
We're ready.
First of all, I wanted to show you some stuff that I prepared for this presentation, because why not? This is the Piala in itself. For those who don't know, if we look to it from the top, it looks like this. From above, it looks like this, and like this. So our guests from Uzbekistan, when they came to us, to our agency, they brought some stuff from Uzbekistan. That's the head for teapot and the sink that you put under teapot. So we thought that tea is the very important thing for Uzbeks, and it's not just only stereotype. But it was early before this contest. So we are truly inspired by how Uzbekistan is flourishing as a country and how its creative industry is thriving. This transformation is driven by significant political and economic changes following the country's first presidential transition in 25 years of independence. And this new era of Uzbek advertising and creativity brings high expectation and great potential. We think it's beautiful because always was Kazakhstan and others, but now last 5-6 years, it's not the trend. Trend is that Uzbekistan is flourishing and thriving. That's why we focused heavily on communicating the festival's idea of openness, of development. Many advertisers from Central Asia and SNG, CIS, let alone Europe and Asia, are unaware of how rapidly this industry and this country is evolving here. Because what truly matters to participants, what can motivate them to come to a specific festival, to participate in it, beyond awards and creative rankings, of course, it is mostly about strategic opportunities. We believe it's crucial to them that this festival provides a chance for visitors to expand their network, gain deeper insights into the region, and use this knowledge to grow their business in Central Asia. We wanted the identity to convey this idea of openness, of how the country is unfolding more and more, inviting the world in to show the hospitality and the economics and culture of Uzbekistan. And at the same time, we wanted it to reveal the cultural essence of Uzbekistan, but in a way that feels welcoming and universal to all of participants, not overwhelming or alienating them. That's why we choose the piola as the central element. Why? Because tea drinking is one of the central symbols of Uzbek hospitality. A rough example. This may be a stereotype, but many people across the seas, even those who far from Uzbekistan, know the song Chaykhana with the lyrics, "What is the sky without the moon?" and what is the world without the tea house? And we think it's beautiful and very poetic and describes the mentality not only of Uzbeks, but also a Kazakhs. Tea was very important thing for us, because while you drink tea with your guest, with your friend, with your neighbor, in the conversation, you open yourself to each other and become closer to each other. We wanted to use the piala as a symbol, but without exoticizing it, because without making it too exotic, too surface leveled. At the same time, the identity needed to be adaptive and future-proof, as the festival aims to evolve in many years, first becoming a regional event and eventually a global one. And this idea is conveyed on identity also. Now, look at how much meaning this identity holds. As we noted in the board, the graphic shapes resemble a piala from different angles, but they also represent how a piala and tea in it gradually filled with tea, starting with just small size and filling to the brim, ready to serve to a valued guest. Why did we use multiple piala silhouettes, not just one? Because we wanted to show this dynamic, this evolving of the festival and Uzbekistan in itself. And we think we did it. It reflects gradual growth from a small semicircle to a full circle. Together, these forms symbolize progress and expansion. And another key aspect is the flexibility of the design. These simple shapes allow for versatile applications in materials and etc. But I think it's already written on the board. You can see it on the text and on the visuals. It's very adaptive and very flexible, and we think is the strong side of our identity, because it's not just the design, it's the system that unfolds just like Uzbekistan in itself. So I think we're ready for questions.
Good, 5 minutes, exactly.
Oh, great.
I can ask one question. On the main photo with the girl, you use your piala as headphones. I think it's a bit strange because you were talking only about piala, but you can't rotate piala. It should always be horizontal. So it's a bit strange because you have a system, you have an idea, but you change the idea on the first picture.
That's not headphones. That's the dynamic animation. Because
it's headphones. It's just the headphones because it's look like a sound from the headphones.
But you can see a second example where we showed how also you can use this identity, like the frame, and show people in this frame. Maybe the first one is really resemble to headphones, but we didn't put this interpretation.
I think it's a problem that piala is always horizontal, but have only one picture with the horizontal piala. All others are on 90 degrees.
Yeah, sorry, you are right. It looks like headphones right now, but only because of we chose this kind of picture. We should have just like you can put like basically anything in the center, and this like shapes would work. But in this case with girl, I agree, it reminds a little bit of headphones, but that's not what we meant.
But the same thing is with the stage, design of the backstage. It's always like a sound from the headphones. Anyway, I think it just should change and rotate back this palace, and the idea will be still clear.
We need guidelines.
Okay.
Detailed.
Yeah, we can rotate them a little bit, and it won't remind the headphones probably. Yeah, thank you.
I thought it's a very, very clever idea, and so that you took the piala as inspiration and not and was not the final goal to be that literal. I think it's very, very nice. It's the masks and the shapes are very well recognizable. That's something I would like to have a T-shirt of, for example. As a point of view, I think that maybe the exclamation point could be less, could be smaller, like the dot, and it may not need the second piala. Like it would be hard to apply, but I think it was very, very, very nice. Everything.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
for me,
It's like
it's
I
not
think it's not
actually
the
a
need to
problem that
explain. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really feel concerned because of the position of the piala, although in real life you wouldn't use it like this, but I think it's just like catching the idea of the piala to make a shape, and I'm okay with that. What I really like about this idea is the expansion that you create with the piala. I think more than the piala itself, it's the expansion, because ideas and creativity, it's all about expanding your mind and going beyond what has have been ever done. So for me, it looks kind of, maybe that's the problem with the headphones, because it looks kind of like a sound wave. So when you put both of them in the ears of the girl, it kind of look even more like a sound wave. But for example, in the second example with the guy, that you only have one line of pialas, we don't get that so much, but you still have the expansion of the mind also, because it comes from his head. So for me, it's creating that kind of ideas that goes longer than you think, and I think it could be like a really cool branding in Move. When you put it in Move, it could work really nicely because it goes bigger and shorter, and you can play with it. And I think
Yeah.
that's something that it's very cool for something like a festival that would have like many videos and
Animation, yeah.
websites. Yeah,
Mhm.
the animation could look like very, very nice.
Thank you for your
Yeah,
feedback.
the unfolding thing, it's very, very nice.
Good. Thank you very much. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the comments. We're done here. Now you can leave the room. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much. Thank you for your feedback. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Woo. Very interesting. So,
Very interesting. I felt like a deja vu feeling about those shapes, but the way they use it was very, very nice, mainly because of the masks and the patterns.
Vladimir, and
But
they left exclamation mark, so they kept it.
Thanks God, they left an exclamation mark. I want to say one thing more, that in this concept, the festival is again local. There is nothing about international vibe, but still local. And I think it's a bit strange because, as I understand, the main idea was to change the idea of the festival. Now it's bigger and more international for other countries.
Good point. Thank you. Let me invite next team. Guys from Uzbekistan. Hello and welcome. Begzot.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. Very good. Can you quickly introduce yourself? And I will upload your presentation board.
Okay, my name is Begzot Nazirov, and I am from the team Design Use 05. And I can say it's okay, right? It's all.
Yeah, you can start presentation up to 5 minutes.
Well, good part of the day for everyone. I think you are more or less familiar with the situation, with the brief that the only creativity festival in Uzbekistan, Tashkent Advertising Festival, moving to international stage, expanding to Central Asia, Russia, and Eastern Europe countries, and now they needed a new identity to show that strategic expansion. And our creative idea was based on the key message of the festival, which is a place where creativity meets Uzbek hospitality. We want to show that this festival is an intersection of creativity and hospitality, and to visualize this idea, this creative idea, we used the arched door as a symbol of hospitality, openness, and welcoming image of Tashkent city, and united it with the shape of pencil to show creativity, imagination, and this artistic expression. And we put word mark of Tashkent Advertising Festival in the place where they meet, to show that the festival is the place where creativity meets Uzbek hospitality. And we applied our identity to our other festival elements as well. And overall, we kept the minimal layout to give more modern and sophisticated image to our identity. For example, in the certificates, you want to show the level by placing like gold higher and silver in the middle and bronze in the lower place. And also we showed like two types of badges, for the one for the guests and the one for the juries. And our trophies also represent our logo mark. And one additional thing is that the previous identity of the festival has exclamation mark on it, and the client also said they were used to it. I mean, they liked it and used it in a very long time. And we also and our logo also can be used as an exclamation mark when put after the word mark of the festival. And overall, that's it, actually.
Okay, good.
I'm the most active speaker for now.
Do it.
It's me who asked the questions. I think it's very good logotype. I think it's one of the best logotypes I've seen for this evening. But I think it should change placement of the mark, because when it will be after the letter F, it will be an exclamation mark. And I think it will be very nice for the old logo. So they can be similar, but not the same. It's one thing. And another thing that it's the connection of the international and the local vibes. So we can add some patterns, local and national and so forth. It's the second idea, and it's a very good idea. And the trophy, the statue trophy, looks like a candy, and it's good.
Yes. Yes, this is I think this is one of the mistakes when you make in the rush. I mean, putting the logotype in the beginning. Also, you want to also put in the middle, but in the rush, you make some kind of mistakes.
I think it's really nice. Something I miss here is more elements to work as a brand identity. I think everything here is well done. I agree, the logo is very, very great, but I don't think we have enough elements for evolving the identity.
Yes.
For me, I think the logo is really nice. I think all the images are quite serious. That's something that I don't know if it's exactly what advertising festival should be, because I don't see craziness in these in these ideas. I see craft and very well done job, a very good design. I don't know if you could add a little bit more of crazy. I don't know, maybe just with some backgrounds. I mean, not changing the logo, but maybe adding more elements to it.
Yes. Mhm.
It looks like a little British.
It kind of remind me the One Show logo. That's the pencil, the black pencil, the gold
Yeah.
pencil, everything.
Yeah.
So it has this kind of seriousness and good craftsmanship that it's very cool. But it could be nice to add something else. Maybe, I mean, maybe it's just in some executions.
Yes, yes.
Nice, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you. Big thank you to the jury for the comments. I think
Yes,
they were very valuable. So
well,
now you can leave the room. Thank you for the presentation. See you later.
thank you.
Wow, another mind-opening thing. Very interesting. I mean, without your view, without your comments, it's impossible to see those things. It's really so valuable for the competitors.
I love
Diyor?
the logo. It's really nice. The shape. I've never been to Kazakhstan, but it reminds me what I saw. It's really beautiful.
Diyor, Malika, how are you? How do you feel?
Very fine.
So, are you happy with what you see up to now? Вам пока нравится то, что вы видите?
Очень интересные идеи, very interesting ideas. Yes, and I'm very big thank you for your big support of our festival because this year we beginning international history and young lions and best friend for this way.
Good, thank you. Let's see. Let's see. Let's have a look at the next team ideas. It's team from Kazakhstan. Renata. Yeah. It's going to be the last presentation of one entry. All the others will be with 2 entries per team. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Can you quickly introduce yourselves?
Yes, gladly. My name is Anton. This is my colleague Renata. We're very pleased to meet you, and we are very glad to be the part of this contest.
Good. Now you have 5 minutes to sell your work.
Yeah, let's begin.
Okay. So at first, we want to explain our design progress. It was based on 2 insights, and the first one is that we've been inspired by Tashkent city map. Lines that separate districts from each other, correlating at the center. And the second one, Tashkent has the historical role in Great Silk Road, serving as a hub in the center of a long route, bringing together people, their ideas and cultures. And the second one, we want to talk about the idea of a new logo. We decided not to change logo completely. We brought small changes that's supposed to bring big impact and involve with festival itself. Replacing an exclamation mark with a dot means that from now on, festival doesn't need to speak loudly and boldly. Now it's confident, mature, and now it can speak with authority. And speaking about patterns, it is a simple idea of festival being a center of creative space across the CIS, and intersecting lines resemble guests from many other countries that one way or another meet each other at TAF. And additionally, we created a visual symbol that refers to the Tashkent TV tower, a landmark of advertising and media. And now, Anton?
Yeah, a font is actually didn't change that much. Previously it was established, typographic philosophy was established by a legendary Helvetica. And just like in the original story of the typeface, we replaced it with the ideological successor, Helvetica New. The absence of serifs and confident grotesque forms ensure clear communication between our community, serving as a subtle reference for those who were familiar with the festival earlier. The colors actually was changed a bit from its original palette. We changed the red to orange to bring the tradition of the festival being how
orange is refer us to autumn, the season when festival takes itself.
Yes, and
that's all.
Good, quick and to the point.
Yeah.
I think I'm a bad policeman in this conversation, in this game. I want to ask you one thing.
Yeah.
Do you know that the dot in the end of the sentence is a sign of the passive-aggressive?
Actually, we put another meaning, like the dot is like festival doesn't need to speak about itself loudly and boldly.
No, I understand. Of course, I understand that that now it's normal speech without loud, but in conversation, in online conversation, on Telegram conversation, the dot in the end of the sentence is always a sign of passive aggression. It's always.
Yeah, it sounds very unfriendly for some people. We get that. Yes, but what we wanted to ensure is that the festival doesn't need to speak about itself loudly. It doesn't need to scream around itself that, look at me, I'm here. It boldly states that it's been on the scene around 4 years. It has built a strong community of strong community of creative people and that shares same mind, and it is the dot and the place where these people can meet each other and share their ideas.
No, it's okay. I think I still about aggression because I have a good explanation for you. Now you can say that TAF is a very aggressive festival. It's very difficult to win a trophy, so we have a dot in the end of the logo because it's very difficult and aggressive festival. No one can win. It's like Central Asia cons.
Well, I think the festival should take place from across the CIS. Like Russia, Ukraine, Estonia, maybe, and in my opinion, in our opinion, we think that across the CIS, dot means like we state something, like statement.
Okay.
The dot exactly can be interpreted not as the dot itself, it can be interpreted as the circle. And the circle in many cultures, it's the symbol of unity. And it's a round form without rough edges in some manner. Speak about its completeness and the thought of uniting people in a round, like holding hands in a circle.
Okay, okay.
I would like to say that for me the dot it's something like not something aggressive, but something like I'm giving you the solution. Like imagine this with the items of the festival. Creativity, period. It sounds good. We're going to judge craft, period. This is tough, period. I mean it's cool. It's like it's what you need. You need to go to TAF, you need to do great creativity. I think there's something like a bit cocky, but we all in advertisement are a little bit cocky. So I think we can empathize with that. And I totally think that the intersection dot, like using this intersection to talk about international, but also using it like the answer, it's like a great storytelling for the evolution of the brand. Because before we were shouting tough, and now it's tough, period. It's where you have to be. And that period means the dot where all the roads cross. And also it has like this work in progress thing of the design that reminds me like the illustrator page when you're creating the design. I think it has a lot of elements, maybe too many, because it has like a lot of ideas around. But for me, the period is fun. It's even like an internal joke, you know. It's like okay, yeah.
we actually had the idea in the mind that the logo tough, the pronunciation sounds like English word tough.
Yeah, like it's tough. Yeah.
I agree with Kova. I would suggest, I think that's you have so many ideas and you did not develop those ideas, like you changed the ideas. For example, the first application and stuff with the lines, they're really amazing. It can show that's a meeting point of creativity. It can show how you expand to another places. And I would love to see that idea well developed. When I go to the billboard, for me, it's another identity, it's another something totally different. It doesn't match. And also when you go to those two dots, they like lose meaning on what this simple and bold idea could be.
Wow, what a discussion. I love it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, team, for your presentation. We need to move to the next team. Now you can leave the room. Thanks a lot.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Whoa. It's becoming, hot. I love it. We have bad policemen. We have good policemen.
I think let's play a game. I will be a bad policeman and Kova may be a very bad policeman. It'll be a nice game. Nice play.
Let's do it. I'm inviting next team. Hello, team.
Hello. We would like to thank you for being here today. Can you hear?
Yeah, can you quickly introduce yourself and I will switch on translation of your board, okay?
Okay. My name is Alina and this is Yelizaveta. We're a team from Kazakhstan.
Good. You have 2 entries, right?
Yes, we have 2 entries.
Okay, now you can start presenting your work. You have up to 5 minutes.
All right. We are ready to tell you about the first entry, which uses ikat pattern as a creative explosion. Why we used an ikat pattern? Firstly, we conducted a research by talking to the people from Tashkent and from Uzbekistan and creating a tag cloud of Tashkent and Uzbekistan to see some cultural codes of the city, of the Uzbek culture itself. Ikat symbolizes the intertwining of ideas as an intertwining of threads. It is a very difficult pattern to implement onto the textile, and each pattern is unique in itself. It is also highly recognizable for Uzbek people and for people of Central Asia, as the textile itself was used to be extremely popular and is popular right now in Uzbekistan too. We decided to take this pattern and to deconstruct it into the explosion of color across the canvas. So these explosions are on each sorry. So these explosions are used throughout the brand identity as some sort of eye-catching visual elements of the brand itself. It symbolizes the innovation, the energy of the advertising world, and it also is adapted into a more modern look of the pattern itself. It highlights the flexibility of the identity. It could be used as a navigation, it could be used as a color-coded system, and it also is eye-catching. That's why we decided to use the ikat pattern. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you decided not to touch the logo, right?
Yeah, we decided not to touch the logo on the both of design structures that we built on the first and the second one, as we see the logo recognizable for Central Asian people, and we see it's completely fine, like it is all right.
Okay. So
Can I ask if
Sure.
the colors are just these ones that you are showing here, or it could work with any color? Because I understand this pattern, the ikat, has like all the colors, right?
Yeah, it is
It can
very
be with
versatile.
every.
Yeah, because
Have you think if any color means something, or are they just like random for every communication?
so these colors that we used in the branding, we took from the visual outlook of Tashkent itself. So the colors, the blue colors, the red colors, and orange, they are frequently used in pottery, in architecture, and in the textile itself. It could be used as a color-coded system, as we see on the navigation flags. Each flag is meant to represent some sort of a maybe some lectures could be held on certain parts of the area where the festival could be held, and that's why we decided to represent it through these navigation systems where there are color coded. There are colors for each category of the festival.
Okay. So it's clear, right? Now we can move to your next board. Ciro, did you want to say something? No?
No, no. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
All done.
I'm gonna use second board. Okay, you can go ahead.
All right, thank you for the questions. We're ready to tell you about the second concept. During the second concept, we decided to take a deeper dive into the culture of not only Uzbekistan, but also Central Asia. Uzbek people are really popular with their flatbread, which is called tandoor flatbread. Each tandoor flatbread is made with a pattern on it, and each pattern is made with a checkage. It is a thing that has some like needles poking out of it, and the breadmaster takes this stamp checkage and he puts his own stamp on the bread that he or she made themselves. So each stamp is unique to each master. We took this tandoor bread, which is popular in Central Asia and in Uzbekistan, and is significant to Uzbek culture, and it is so deeply rooted in our culture that maybe each child from Central Asia ate this Uzbek bread and associates this bread with Uzbekistan. So we decided to take this beautiful metaphor of a handcrafted bread and a stamp on it and implement it into the visual identity of the advertising festival, where each individual attending the festival, competing in it, is like a bread master creating his own beautiful flatbread of advertising world. Each stamp is meant to represent a systematic design structure where the pattern of the stamp is assigned to a category. We decided to implement some creative copywriting, such connected to the bread making, like bake ideas, bake it till you make it, and etc., and put it on some stickers on maybe other stuff, merch of the brand festival, and create an eye-catching, colorful, and versatile brand identity that that leaves space for the potential sponsors to put their logos on and other stuff, and that could be transformed in the future as the festival moves on. So it doesn't lose its roots to the Uzbekistan as a place where the festival is held. And it also builds a bridge with a more modern outlook on the advertising in Central Asia. Right?
Good. Ciro?
I think we have a great idea, but it seems to be too much explained to get to know about, but it's a great idea due to the historical background. Something I would suggest as an awareness about the color contrast, and maybe thinking about those dots in a larger scale.
Mm-hmm.
We have too many elements. That's it.
All right, thank you for your comments.
I think it works. Sorry, Vladimir. Yeah, sorry.
I can also add that the idea of the baking the bread is not seen clearly. I think you should think how make it more clear. Mm-hmm. And I must add that this bread is the most popular bread in Moscow and also in Russia. Everybody eats it.
Yeah, so thank you for your comments. I mentioned that it is, it's popular in Central Asia, and I think everywhere where Uzbek culture is represented and implemented, it could be used. Many Uzbek people create their small businesses across the post-Soviet Union, where they bake this bread, so it's quite recognizable, yeah, in different cultures.
Kova, did you want to add something?
Yeah, no, it was just the comment that I think it's a nice concept and how you make the parallelism between making bread and having ideas. It's cute, it's beautiful, but I'm not sure if it works for a design because you have to add all this writing that for me I like them. I really like them. Make the ideas and bake it till you make it. It's cool, but I don't know if it works just as a design or if you will need always to add these expressions to make sense of the design itself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would work without the explanation? I mean, if you take off the copy and take off the pictures of the bread in this word, you think it would make the same sense?
Yes, I think so, because most of the main audience that attends this festival is mainly from Central Asia, Russia, and Uzbekistan itself. So the audience is highly, it knows the pattern. It was introduced to it from the childhood. It saw this bread many times during the childhood and throughout the lives. It is represented around them like it's food that we consume. Maybe some people consume it on a daily basis. I would say many people consume it. And these patterns are, if you look at them, they're mostly alike, that like so many dots together that are usually in a flowery pattern, yeah.
Okay, because I mean I understand it's like a cultural gap here because I've never seen this bread, so I wouldn't be able to decode it. But I understand that in your region it's like much more common. So okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
I can add just a stupid idea. Why don't we use TAF as an oven, and why don't we invite all the other countries to bring their own bread, which is different from our bread. I mean, every country they have their own something, some bread which is maybe different in shape and so on. So TAF can be an oven that can bake any bread of the countries who are interested to come and join us.
That is a really beautiful idea. Thank you for your input.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It was a discovery. It was cool. Now you can leave the room, and I will invite next team.
Thank you again for listening to us. Goodbye.
Whoa, bread, food.
I'm hungry now.
I'm hungry.
I
Here
just
it's,
want to try
it's
those breads now.
I will check with Diyor and Malika how we can arrange it, because Uzbek bread is really something. But I mean, Uzbekistan is a foodie destination, so you will fall in love with everything, all the dishes that you can find there. So we have one team with 2 entries, and then after that we can have a 10-minute physical break if you like. So I don't see them in the waiting room. Let me send a message. How do you feel overall?
Great, perfect.
Great, yeah. I'm taking like a lot of notes to be able to vote later.
Nice.
But if someone read them, it makes no sense at all.
Okay, we have team coming. I'm inviting them. Ta-da. Hello, team. We can see you. Can you quickly introduce yourselves? Hi, Dana. Do you hear me? Hi, Dana. Do you hear me? Hi, Dana. Do you need more time to get ready? I'm gonna invite Aidana's partner.
Здравствуйте.
Абдрахман, здравствуйте. Мы вас не видим, но слышим.
Так, я сейчас жду коллегу. Она сейчас должна зайти.
Айдана зашла, но...
зашла уже?
Да, но ее видно, но не слышно. И, похоже, она нас тоже не слышит и не видит, судя по всему.
Так, сейчас я ей напишу.
У вас проблема с камерой?
Нет.
Тогда
включу.
Тогда включайте смело. Абдрахман, если у вас технические проблемы, мы можем тогда... Нет, вы готовы презентоваться?
Да. Но я думал, мы вместе защитим, потому что поделили там по задачам.
Если вам нужно больше времени, мы можем отложить вашу презентацию. Мы можем сейчас уйти на перерыв. If you need more time, we can take a break right now.
Она говорит, что у нее с микрофоном проблемы. Давайте тогда постараюсь сам.
Okay, if your partner has a problem with the microphone, then it's your call. Can you quickly introduce yourself and your partner, and I'll switch on your board. What's your name and where are you from? Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan?
Hi, my name is Abdrahman. I'm from Kazakhstan.
Good. And your partner?
My partner, too, Kazakhstan.
Okay. So you have up to 5 minutes. Do you see the screen?
This is a second idea.
Oh, okay. This is second.
I started second.
I can. No, this is not second. It's marked as the first one. But I can click on your another idea. No problem.
Я могу договорить?
Yeah, use English. It's better to use English because most of our team is English speaking.
Okay. The first idea, we created a new visual style to show the festivals and connecting to Tashkent. Main idea, modern Uzbek mosaics. They keep the national tradition but look fresh and dynamic. key design features, unique and recognizable. As the logo shows Tashkent's culture, flexible and easy to use. The design works well on different authentic and traditional. The logo was made by hand without all design details, simple and modern patterns inspired by Uzbek mosaics. Colors from Tashkent, old buildings, blue, yellow, white, flexible patterns that fits all festival materials. This design makes the festival look strong, memorable, and easy to recognize everywhere.
Okay. I'm letting
I have a
Aidana.
question.
Yeah. Okay, Ciro, go ahead.
What do you mean when you say that the logo is made by hand?
Вопрос не понял просто. Про здание, да?
Нет, Сиро попросил уточнить, что вы имеете в виду, когда сказали, что лого сделано руками?
Without E.
So Abdurrahman means no artificial intellect was used.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Объяснять вторую, да?
Well, if we don't have questions for this one, we can move to the next one.
I have one question about the logo with the mosaic. When it comes to smaller applications, like for example, the access, the pass, the personal pass, how would you work it? Because the mosaic won't be able to get clear. So I don't know if it would work in one single color, just in blue or whatever.
Вы поняли вопрос, Абдрахман? Если лого будет, когда вы лого с мозаикой, когда вы будете использовать на материалах, которые требуют небольшого размера, то как ваш лого с мозаикой будет смотреться в уменьшенном формате? Потому что когда оно большое, его видно заметно, понятно, что это мозаика. Когда уменьшается, например, на уровне бейджа, то там ничего не будет видно.
В маленьком формате как это будет, да, выглядеть?
Угу.
Мне кажется, также будет видно, потому что цвета яркие.
На английском, пожалуйста. English, please. Try.
Сейчас. Цвета яркие.
So, okay, I can help you. Abdurrahman is sure that everything will be visible even with smaller format.
Okay.
Bold.
But of course, Kova, you're quite right, because it's difficult to read it in small pictures because too much details inside the font. And I should add one thing: it's 2025, and it's about millions of beautiful grotesque fonts, and it's prohibited to use Gotham Pro.
Okay, but the exclamation mark is here. Okay, now let's move to the next idea, right? Just a moment. Go ahead.
The first. Моя коллега может сейчас подключиться.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes, we can hear you.
Oh, good. First idea, we wanted a modern and a clear design. Tashkent is the main focus because festival happens in Tashkent city. We used simple geometric shapes to show the culture of Tashkent. This makes the design modern but traditional at the same time. We also kept the exclamation mark from the old logo, but made it less visible, so that fits better with the new style. The logo was designed by hand using without AI. We didn't use AI. This makes logo unique and original. The logo has two main elements. First one is a medal, symbol of winning at festival. The second one is the Tashkent arch under the sun, symbol of the city. These two elements show the festival's two big ideas, effectiveness and creativity. The logo colors came from Uzbekistan's flag, and the symbol can be used as a pattern like mosaic, Uzbek mosaics you can see on mock-up on t-shirt. We made the festival name shorter, as you can see. Instead of Tashkent Advertising Festival, we use Tashkent at Fest. This makes Tashkent the most important part of the brand. We also added the year to the logo. You can see this helps people easily find the festival materials, and every year the number will change, making the design more dynamic. And we and other festivals, advertising festivals, use red or black colors. For example, red bars, but our logo is different in both shape and color, making it special and easy to recognize. That's all about first idea.
Okay, good. We'll see if we have questions.
I think that the central poster with this beautiful illustration, this ideal marketing, is one of the best thing I've seen for the last week.
Thank you.
I mean, the beard of the guy?
Yeah, it's so cute.
Thank you.
It is super cute.
Cool.
It's like a baby, but with a beer. But still like a baby, but with the beer.
So it's like a festival which is still a baby, but it's about to grow, right? It's about to become older.
I think it
That's
should
why
be
I have a school of creativity.
I think it should be the logotype of the festival for the big beard man, but still babies inside, and with a beer.
Really interesting. Really nice. Wow. What a discovery. Cool. Then thank you very much for the presentation. Good job. Abdurrahman, special thank you to you. You made it. Even despite the fact that Aidana wasn't present at the first idea. Good job. Thank you very much. Now you can leave.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so there are four of us. Diyor and Malika also left. They have another meeting now. So do you need 10 minutes for a physical break to make coffee or something else? If you don't, we can proceed. If you need, then what do you prefer? To proceed?
I would ask 5 minutes for what we call here a pee break.
Yeah,
Pee break.
physical break. Okay, then
5 minutes.
yeah,
Just
five
5
minutes.
5 minutes for me will be okay.
Okay.
Just, thank you.
I'll put on my timer. See you in 5 minutes. Why so serious?
Great experience, Askhat. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love all these little glimpses of discoveries when you, Volodya, Kova, you say something short to the point, and then you look at everything from another angle. I love this. It's amazing. So
I see it from another angle because my background is copywriting. So, so I'm in love with the storytelling all the time. So, but I respect the design opinions of my colleagues because they sure know more than I do.
But it's really interesting to see that some of them they focus on not on logo but the story. Some of them they focus on logo but not the story. So the ones who can make it all together, the ones are awesome.
For me,
Yeah,
that's
they're
the
great.
magic in design. It's that you have to have a concept, a good storytelling, and develop.
Yeah,
It's the combination of both.
yeah. So are we ready to invite another team? They also have 2 entries. They're from Uzbekistan. So 10. Hello, Samandar.
Hello.
Good.
Good night.
Can you quickly introduce yourself?
My name is Rahmat Samandar. I am 19 years old.
19 years old.
Yes.
Interesting. So you have up to 5 minutes to present your work, and then we have 2 minutes for questions and answers. You can start.
So in the first project, the core of the identity is built around the reinterpretation of traditional Uzbek architects. We have a main historical architecture which is shaped like this. And the iconic arched shapes is a staple of Tashkent cultural and architectural heritage, becomes the foundation of the new visual system. These elements are modernized into sleek modular graphical languages, allowing for easy scalability across various media from print materials to digital communication. And you can see where we use traditional Uzbek architects in the center of located 8 pointed star, which is main symbol of Uzbekistan and eastern cities. And we and to reflect TAF's essence, we introduced a refreshed visual identity centered around arched shapes symbolizing Uzbek hospitality and the gathering of creative minds. This concept connects to the Tashkent architectural heritage while surviving as a dynamic motif.
Okay.
So, have you any questions about this identity?
Let's see.
I have one question. Why did you delete the old logo at all? There is nothing similar to the old logo with 3 letters and exclamation mark.
Асхат Аке, можно будет переводить на русский?
Да, вопрос, почему вы убрали старый лого? Почему совсем избавились и сделали совершенно другой подход? Можете отвечать на английском.
На английском? Well, we want to show our nationality with a modern style. And in an old logotype, there are no national identity in the logo, but that's why we redesigned this.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it's not a question, but a consideration concerning what Vladimir told. I think when you change or evolve a brand identity, you should consider the existing patterns and all that the brand have created. I can't see this as an evolution. For me, it's like it's a disruption with what you had before, and I can see that's the same festival. It looks very, it's very well designed, beautiful, and very traditional from my point of view. But it's a great sign, very great sign.
Вы понимаете, Самандар?
Нет, нет.
Сиро говорит, что очень у вас традиционный подход, очень красивый, классный, но когда вы переходите от одного состояния бренда к другому, все же очень важно показать преемственность, какое-то наследие, эволюция. А когда вы полностью отказываетесь от того, что было, we lost him. I think we lost Samandar. But he's brave. I mean, without even understanding English, joining the presentation, he must be he must be brave.
And he explained it well.
Yeah, it's good. He's joining us once again. Let's give it a try.
I'm sorry for the reconnection.
Самандар, комментарий Сиру был в том, что важна эволюция. Когда вы переходите от одного смысла к другому, очень важно видеть, что вы хоть что-то использовали, по наследству что-то перешло в новый стиль. Хотя он классный, красивый и очень национальный, но вот Сиру не хватило именно этого. Let's have a look at second work. На вторую работу посмотрим?
Да. Как раз и там мы не меняли логотип.
Okay. You can present now.
In Uzbekistan we have many different ornaments like flowers and fruits in national style, but we want to show Uzbekistan like a modern and creative city. But this another ornaments in Uzbekistan like flowers, it's old-fashioned. That's why we choose this ornaments, which is called Bekazam. It's so clearly and modern, despite of his have many colors, and we modernize this pattern ornaments for a digital style. But in this concept, we don't change logo because already this logo had a strong recognitions, so altering it was unnecessary. Instead, we focus for developing dynamic, modern, and scalable visual systems. To systems that excites and tough logo already. Instead of, we focused on developing dynamic, modern, and scalable visual systems that seamlessly integrates with the existence logo.
Okay.
And this pattern is easily to use in different in posters or in digital screens. That's all.
Okay.
It's a good approach. I think it's very digital, and at the same moment it's very traditional. I think you find a very interesting synonym, graphically synonym, that some old patterns can look like ultra modern digital vibes.
Самандар, Владимир вам комплимент сделал. Сказал, что вы классно объединили традиционные классические цвета, подходы с цифровым содержанием, и поэтому выглядит все интересно.
Thank you.
I must notice, it's the first compliment in this evening. Maybe the last one.
Thank you.
It's true. It's the first compliment. Это первый комплимент за весь вечер. Очень круто. Thank you, Kova.
I think that the merchandising could be really, really cool. And I think in the brief, one thing that was the virality of the idea of the branding. And I think making clothes with this pattern or bags, accessories, maybe a cap, they could be really cool. So I agree with Vladimir. It's a very cool view of a classical or traditional pattern that talks about the cultural identity.
Вы поняли, да? Это еще один комплимент от Ковы. Потому что она увидела, как вы использовали на мерче это все, и представила, как это может быть в реальности. Тоже согласна с тем, что это классная комбинация традиционного подхода цветов классических с вот этого чепана, как в Казахстане называют, к цифровому, в цифровом применении к мерчу. И она говорит, это может быть очень вирусной штукой, вот когда такой мерч появится.
Да. Спасибо.
Samandar said thank you. Samandar, say thank you in English.
Thank you for everyone. This project was our main project because we asked to Askhat can we change logotype? They say he says yes, you can. That's why our second one was different concepts. But this one is a way save logotype, but change identity and add some national patterns.
If you have to choose one out of two, which one would you choose? Если вам придется выбрать один из двух, какой бы вы выбрали?
Я бы этот, потому что это наша главная работа была. То второе мы сделали после обеда, когда время чуть-чуть уже осталось.
Samandar said that this one is main focus, this one is their preferable work, preferable entry out of both.
Much more original. Simple and more original.
Да, вы получили третий комплимент от Ciro. Thank you, Samandar. That's it for...
That's too much. Yeah. Stop. No more compliments at all.
Да, вот слишком много комплиментов на вас свалилось. Thank you, Samandar. Good presentation, good job. Now you can leave the room. Теперь можно покидать комнату. Хорошая работа. Вы молодец.
Спасибо вам тоже.
Счастливо. Okay, now I'm inviting next team. Next team is from Kazakhstan. Just a moment. How come that this guy got 3 compliments? What is it really like one of the most prominent work?
I think the pattern is really
so.
Yeah. Wow.
It was really bold. Yeah, it popped.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it's very distinctive considering what we have in festivals worldwide. But I still think that's like Kova said, I'm more on the copywriting and strategy thing. I still think that lacks an idea. But he's very good on taking a visual idea and transposing to the projects. So despite it's very nice, my fear when this coming to life, it's that it could be very repetitive, although it's distinctive. But
Cool.
I think it's
Also,
beautiful.
I have a question. I don't know how you work there, the Young Lions in Spain. The two persons, or maybe one, who's going to represent Spain. They are always like asked to speak English, because if they're going to Cannes to represent the country, and if they can't defend it, it's really hard. So I think he should find a couple, a partner.
Good partner. Good partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a pity to have been a step back because of the language, and maybe he could partner with someone else.
Yeah. Since we've been running online competition here in 3 countries, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. So when we receive application forms, we see the level of English that they indicate, but we don't really like confirm it before they did the job. But during the presentation, everything becomes clear. So they say they are on the way.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello and welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, we can see and hear you. Can you briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Uskembayev, and my name is Tanya.
Good. And you're from what? Almaty or Tashkent?
Yes, we are from Almaty. We both are designers, graphic designers.
Okay,
And
good.
we are team design KZ03.
Okay, good.
Wait.
Now you have up to 5 minutes to sell your work. Your first work. You have to go now.
Okay. First of all, we'd like to thank you for the opportunity to rebrand Tashkent Advertising Festival, which is festival that is going to international level. And that was the main points of the brief. Because previously a local event, it now brings together participants from
CIS countries, Central Asia, Eastern Europe, and Caucasus. We are faced with a situation with a current tough identity no longer reflects the festival new status. And after researching the brief, we found our key message, which was to create an identity that highlights the unique combination of creativity and Uzbek hospitality. Okay, after researching facts about Tashkent, we came to a conclusion that it was a center of events from the ancient times, from the times of the Great Silk Road. That's why our insight was that Tashkent is at the crossroads of the past, future, and present, at the crossroad of the history, innovation, and creativity. You can see it on the map that we represented past as the Great Silk Road and the present as the current airlines that goes through Tashkent, which creates a triangle in the center of it, in the center of Tashkent, with a star in it. And star is a symbol of one of the many monuments in Tashkent, the tower, the TV tower. Also, the TV tower and the star is a metaphor of always growing up, always the desire of growth, and wanting to create and innovate. Yes.
In the design system, the visual identity reveals itself in versatile ways. For example, individual elements like the triangle and the star inside it can be used separately. They interact well together as shown on the page. The triangle can also stand alone when repeated radially. It creates an eye-catching pattern with references to national aesthetics, as seen on an iPad. The pattern can be animated on scroll, editing, movement, and engagement. The triangular shape of the logo is flexible. It naturally frames images and adapts to different contexts. Another key feature is the letter A, designed as a triangle. Its clean, distinctive form works perfectly as a standalone graphic element. It allows you to create recognizable shapes and figures that are immediately linked to the logo, strengthening the brand's visual identity. Another unique application is a award designed in the shape of the letter A. Its distinctive triangular form makes the award easily recognizable and directly tied to the brand's identity. So, that's it.
Okay, good. So let's see if everything is clear for the jury.
One more question. As a bad cop, I told no compliments more in this evening. My colleagues from jury. The main thing that I'm thinking that it looks like very military symbol. It looks like a military airplane, bomber or something like this, or the logo that could be on the box with the weapon. Don't you think it looks like a bit military, or it's just like for me?
No, I wrote in my notes here that it seemed to me two things. First, like an airline brand, very corporate, and also it reminded me something like comics, like a superhero comics, maybe because of the star symbol. I have this feeling. Concerning the logo as a suggestion, I think like the kerning, the space between the T and A, it's very large. Could be made some optical adjustments there. but everything is for me is understood. No doubts.
I think the airplane company, I also got that because it almost looks like an airplane, and also the blue you are using, it reminds the sky. So I think it's the combination of the color and the icon. For me, it doesn't speak about advertising or creativity at all. It's more like, yeah, like a travel company, tourism thing.
Very serious.
It's very serious, yeah.
Doesn't it have ornamental vibes? Letter A. We wanted to simplify ornaments in this symbol too, to make patterns from it.
Okay, very interesting point. Very interesting comments. I think we will take it into account as a team, right? Good. Let's have a look at your second entry. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, we're ready.
Okay, give me a second. Now that one is completely different. Ta-da! You have 5 minutes. Go.
Okay, as we said earlier, our the main goal was to create identity that highlights unique combination of creativity and hospitality. That's why we decided to deep dive into hospitality theme, research facts about Tashkent and Central Asia in common, and we learned that in Uzbekistan they never sorry, 5 minutes. They never fill up the PLR because as a sign of hospitality, because if you fill up the PLR, it means that hosts are sending you home, and PLR is always half full to make guests understand that he is welcome here. We decided that it's perfect metaphor for creativity because creativity is never full. I mean, it can be full, but it's never empty for ideas, for the search of innovation, for the search of the place to grow. Yes. In this one tradition, you don't just give something ready-made, but leave room for more, for ideas, inspiration, communication. And this is a message that participants and activists take with them after being inspired by the works at the festival. The source of innovation is not full, but never empty.
The logo design combines the shape of the bowl and its contents along with the wave that gently flows over the letters. The former exemplation mark has been reminded and now sports the bowl outlined together with the descriptor. In the visual identity, the wave acts as a negative space, allowing various messages, text, and graphic elements to be embedded within it. It becomes a versatile tool for convenient meanings and accents. The logo can also be used as a pattern, creating expressive composition. The wave's contour is particularly engaging. Additional waves or graphic elements naturally align along it, enabling dynamic and unique visual solutions.
Okay. I can explain a little bit why the cultural code is to have a PLR never filled to the full, because you must always keep the tea hot. That's why it's half full. So when you fill it up to the top, then your tea will become not quite hot. It will become warm and maybe even cold. That's a sign of kind of kind of disrespect. So just to explain the meaning why this thing is happening. Kova, you raised your hand.
For me, the concept of this idea is great. I totally love the concept. I think it has a very strong idea behind it, because even without knowing anything about the tea having to be like half full because of the cold or hot, it also works for creativity. And actually, it's a very beautiful metaphor about creativity, because you never give everything, because you always have to improve. Everything has to be fresh. Everything has to be new. You don't want to have it like there, just staying there. So I think that's great. It has a super powerful idea that advertising and creativity is never empty, but of course it's not full. There's plenty of space for new ideas. My just little small concern is that you have covered too much the logo. So I don't know if everyone could read TAF perfectly. Maybe the wave had to be in the other way so you can see a little bit better the F. But I think it's very nice idea. And also I would maintain the exclamation point, maybe not in the logo, but in the down line with Tashkent Advertising Festival. Maybe there you can use the exclamation point so you don't lose that powerful exclamation. And also I totally love the layouts you've made that are like half made prints. I think it works with the idea of we always have something new to add to the creativity that there's already there, and the ideas and everything. So for me, maybe the executional part could be improved, but the idea is super beautiful. And also the metaphor, the traditional part, the tradition of Uzbekistan, but making it like a metaphor about creativity, it's super nice.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I had the same feeling, Kova. I loved the concept. I couldn't see the whole concept on the execution, and something to be well developed. I love the posters, the idea that it can show like how it's really, really, really great, and the whole identity could dive more into this concept. The logo is something that it's really hard to understand because the F is covered, and that maybe something like cultural. For me, when I first saw the logo, it reminded me something like a fishing store, something like that. I don't know if this is because in Brazil we have a lot of fishing stores based on waves. But I think it's really nice. It's a nice concept to be developed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just one thing, I think it could work really nice in the online, in the website, when you show, for example, the jury, that it could like get really in the image, so you could start watching who is the jury, but not until the end know who's judging the ideas, or maybe the awards, or I mean, it's a nice interaction with images.
Yeah, and also I would say that it could be more challenging, a little bit more challenging. It seems to be very joyful, playful, maybe young and innocent. It could evolve to be more aggressive, more challenging. Because the concept it's really nice when it's not full, never empty. Something that can I think I have how can I say, like those, but it's really nice idea to be developed.
Wow. Anything from a bad cop?
I can imagine it on a digital big board on the street of Tashkent, and I think it will look like a tough collar. It will be it will have the vibe of a Coca-Cola or Pepsi Cola, something like this. Because the next color is violet. It could be like blue, so it will be Pepsi Cola, Tough Cola. I think you should notice that and imagine how we can change the vibe of Pepsi Cola.
Okay, Bad Cop did his job. I can also mention that in Tashkent there is no sea and there is no like a huge lake or a big river. So, but if you look at Batumi advertising festival, which is called At Black Sea, then you have lines in the shape of waves, and you can say, "Oh, okay, it's about waves. Yeah, it's about sea. It's about fun and water." So, okay, good, very interesting combination, very interesting comments. Thank you, team. You did a good job. Now you can leave the room. Thanks a lot.
Goodbye. Thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you.
For me, this one is just this one that's beautiful idea, not the design idea.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like the concept is really nice, but yeah, this is the design category. So
Yeah, like making the strategy guide approach is very frustrated when see
yeah.
the final concept.
Yeah,
But the idea is
when I see
amazing.
these things in categories, like for instance, you look at media category, but then you see not a media idea but PR idea, or maybe sometimes even a digital idea, and you're like, come on, you're in the wrong category. So how we can connect them together? So let's have a look at the last team from Uzbekistan, and then we will have two more teams from Kazakhstan, and that's it. Come on. Hello, team. Make sure your microphone and camera, they work.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Okay. Ibrahim John and Khodayor. Khodayor, we don't see you. Ibrahim John, maybe you can introduce your team to the jury.
Yes, my name is Ibrahim and my teammate's name is Diyor. We are working together almost 3 years in design agency in Tashkent, Fido Studio.
Okay. Now you can present your work. You have up to 5 minutes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You can start.
Okay. The first idea is our inspiration comes from Uzbek culture. Specifically, it's from Karnay, ceremonial long trumpet, a musical instrument used for centuries to announce major events, bring people together, and celebrate achievements. Achievements just as a North Star guide travelers. Musical instruments have long served as tools of communication, promotion, and recognition. Like that, in marketing, sound is a powerful force for over thousands of years. People have used music to capture attention and create impact to people. And the idea showed Our key design element and exclamation mark stylized as a carnage, symbolizing a global call for creatives. The trumpet-like shape and the dot reflecting TAF's purpose, bringing together people from all creative field in one space. And we applied this across event signature, digital platforms, merchandise, and environmental branding, ensuring seamless and immersive festival experience. Just as the sound of the carnage travels for, our branding creates an open and energetic atmosphere. It transfers TAF into more than just a festival. It becomes a movement celebrating creativity on a global scale. As attendees of TAF ourselves, we aim to capture its warmth and hospitality through design. Just the carnage amplifies voices, our identity amplifies creativity. Yeah, our
Good.
first idea.
Before the comments from jury, I can say that those trumpets, traditional national trumpets, kamei, they are impressively long and they look just awesome, like 2-3 meters long. And when you hear them from a long distance. So I think you will be able to Google it later on when you will be voting. But this trumpet is a really cool thing.
Yeah.
I think it's very nice. I have no doubt about the project, but I think it's very nice how you took a simple simple idea and like executed it in a very very coherent way. How the logo was explored was very very well done. Like the zipper opening, looks like a curtain, looks like those trumpets. The way you applied the mock-ups with the copywriting, it's also they are coherent. It's a very concise project.
That was a compliment.
Yeah, thank you.
That was a compliment. Yeah, thanks. Well done. That was an observation. So really, I think it's like distinctive. The only thing I would provoke is how repetitive this concept could be, and considering that's not a festival identity that will last other years. That would be my only concern.
Ibrahim John, can you explain the color selection? Like, how did you select these colors and why?
Yes, the main idea is to make a gradient which reflects any spheres of creative field, for example, digital marketing or design. We combine it into colors like blue, green, yellow, for looking more digital and reflecting a lot of spheres of creative field. Therefore, we choose the gradient rather than one flat color.
So you can
thought was something.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I thought was the Tashkent flag, something like that.
That.
Can you repeat it, Ciro?
I thought it had some relation to the city flag.
Flag?
The Tashkent. It's
not actually, but we
yeah.
choose it. No, it's not connecting with our Tashkent's flag or Uzbekistan's. It's in Uzbekistan's flag we have a blue, green, and white colors, but in our work we more focused on saturated bright colors to show the festival's brightness or creativity.
Okay. So we have exclamation mark. That's good. If we're okay, we can move to the next entry. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's do it. You can present.
Yeah, the second idea is mainly inspired by the warm atmosphere of weather of Tashkent and its hospitality to its guests. Just like the TAF, our design conveys a warm and fiery atmosphere. This seamless transition mirrors how creativity flows freely at TAF and visual identity. And our typography is bold and expressive, reinforcing the festival's dynamic nature and attracting people from every creative field to TAF, which means to create a place for creative people in warm atmosphere. The gradient aesthetic adapts across the digital and physical platforms, from events signage to merchandise, marking TAF instantly recognizable and immersive. This identity isn't static, it evolves just like creativity itself. The design creates a welcoming, high energy atmosphere that invites global creatives to collaborate and inspire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see what we have from the jury.
It's the sun. It's yellow.
I like the color palette. I think it's very nice and different from anything we've seen today. Do you think it could work in different color executions? Because if you're talking about the sky that changes constantly, maybe this is like the morning light, like the sunrise or whatever,
Yeah.
but maybe you could use another tone, more nighty sunset or whatever. So it could give you a little bit more possibilities. Because I think now how you got it, it's very beautiful, but it kind of is always the same. So maybe the idea of the changing sky could be a changing color palette that changes depending on the hour. Imagine the website, if you get in the website that in the morning it's one color, and if you go there at night it's another color. It could have like some movements and some real time issues. So I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe some problems with printing or something else, but we tried to choose more bright and attracting colors to attract more people to creative field or like that.
Okay, because there's the branding of Eurovision last year. It got a few awards in design, and it was all about the boreal aurora, how to say it, in English. It's not the same at all, don't worry. But they have like many executions with the same concept but different in some places. So maybe that could work for you also, like to have more than one singular style.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Good point. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, it looks like you've done it. Good job. Thank you very much. Now you can have some rest, and you can leave the room.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Okay, 2 more teams, and we can do whatever we want. Let me invite them. Hello. Hello, team.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, we can
Hi.
see you both.
Hello.
Good. Can
Do you
you
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear and we can see you.
Okay.
Can you briefly introduce your team?
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Yildoz, and my second in command, I don't know, like my teammate is Darish. Yes,
Hi.
Good.
we are from CDR Group, and both of us are like junior designers. So yeah.
Okay. So have fun and you can present. You have up to 5 minutes. Go.
Okay. So reading the brief, like we kind of like uh wanted to we want to like to follow it closely. Like there was like a lot of important moments when uh so we had to like keep the identity like recognizable to old to fans, to uh like people who are familiar with it. Yeah, so we didn't want to go too far, but we also wanted to refresh it. It also had to evolve and like change over time if it needed to be. And we also wanted to connect it to Tashkent. So with our research, we found an insight that Tashkent like has very beautiful architecture and that has like a rich history. And a lot of it had like geometric patterns because in the past, in Islam, in Islam, you can't like really depict people. So in Middle East and in Central Asia, like often people just made geometric patterns. So we wanted to use them as a design element. And part of identity is based on that. Yeah, and in this case, we decided to make our logotype lowercase because it kind of went international. We wanted to be like more friendly, approachable, and so it wouldn't be like too like I don't know too like aggressive. I don't know. Yeah, and we also didn't want to remove what do you call it? Sorry, a bit tired today. Exclamation mark. Yeah, sorry.
Exclamation.
Yeah, we wanted to keep the exclamation mark because it kind of references. In my opinion, like uh, marketing and advertising. So it's like a reference to that. because I mean, advertising and marketing is about being loud, about being about standing out, and we like also decided to make it like a bit quirky. It's like trying to jump forward. It's like a small small detail. It also kind of translates to full logo type, where like letter I in the festival kind of is a bit quirky too, like jumps out. Yeah, and there are like some geometric patterns we took from references we found from the buildings, and we made like patterns out of shapes. Yeah, so it's like one part of identity, and we used like very straightforward typeface, so it could be like very, how can I say, like, I mean, sorry. So it could be like very accessible to people. We didn't really want it to be very like too different, but it has like some interesting details, like an letter S, like that goes for like that leans a bit forward. So it was like a functional typeface, but also like has its own like quirks. And we also didn't want to remove color red. We also wanted to be like to leave it as part of identity, so people could recognize it. But we also added a yellow color, so it could be different from other festivals in Central Asia that use red color. Yep. And yeah, we also took like main color palette, like from Uzbekistan's flag, and like a lot of architecture kind of had like a lot of vibrant colors, and we also like left it pretty simple, so it could maybe evolve in the future. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, it's
I
5
guess.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
good.
If you have any questions, you could ask. Yeah.
No questions to me.
Well, I can say that finally we have a project when exclamation mark is the main thing in the logo. Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted like to leave it like as part of like old identity.
I like the idea of imperfection of the exclamation mark, like a little bit moved. It kind of talks differently from the figure you're showing that's super perfect. I don't think if you
Thanks.
need the draws. I don't need I don't need I don't know if you need to add more things that the typography that already has like a trick. I don't know.
Okay, thanks. Well, like exclamation mark is like kind of like it's like a dynamic, like it moves. So it like a reference to advertising, like about sending out. So yeah, that was like an idea. Yeah.
Okay, good. Do you want to present your second work?
Yeah. And second work, like Darish could present it.
Okay.
I'll
I
have her.
will present. Hi everyone again. So about the second option, here we can see. Yeah, we started by looking at traditional Uzbek ornaments. These patterns are an important part of the country's visual culture, but we wanted to find a way to modernize them. Since TAF is growing into an international festival, the identity had to be relevant both locally and globally. So we explored different approaches and landed on this idea using pixels. Pixels represent creativity, technology, and digital communication. And all these things connect people worldwide. By merging them with traditional ornaments, we somehow created a system that respects Uzbekistan's heritage while making it feel fresh and contemporary. Once we had the core idea, we built a modular design system. The pixel patterns were inspired by traditional motifs. We also focused on typography, choosing a clean, structured font that complemented the pixel aesthetic. The color palette came from Tashkent itself. It has these deep blues, which represents architecture, Tashkent's architecture. Warm oranges, like its added color. It represents streets, and bright greens represents for the Uzbekistan's landscapes. So
I mean, yeah, here also like some elements are made so they can like evolve over time. Yeah, it's just
yeah,
like some of these patterns are like just an example, and I think like with the work before, we made it like simple, so maybe designers in the future could like create their own like interpretation of
yeah,
identities.
participants could generate their own patterns, for instance, in the future.
Yep.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah, here like typeface is a bit more has a bit more like character. So to create like a contrast between like patterns, like traditional patterns, yeah, it has like more.
Yeah, we didn't change the logo much because TAF already had strong brand recognition and people know the name and the exclamation mark, so we kept that to keep the connection.
Yeah. So it kind of goes different. Like here, like it's more about different colors, like about more even like blue colors than red. So it kind of changes it up a little bit.
Does the ornamental patterns have any meaning in like traditional meaning, or it's just decorative?
Yes, this is the Uzbek ornamental patterns, which
But
is
they don't mean like something very specific, right?
the most
Like
of it.
abstract.
It's just the ornament from the architecture, like mausoleum. I don't know how to speak.
Yeah,
in-
unfortunately, like a lot of them, we couldn't like find specific meaning to them
Okay.
because like maybe like people who created it, it's already kind of lost in the history, and we
Oh,
didn't want.
that's fine. It's just I
Oh,
think it's
okay.
cool that it has no meaning. It's just like
Oh, okay, okay.
designful, crafty. Because if it has a meaning, I was wondering what does it mean.
Oh,
But
okay,
it's
okay.
okay if it doesn't have. I think it works
I
perfectly
mean, we
without.
didn't want them to have like too much like some deep meaning because it kind of would have like a baggage. So yeah.
Okay.
But usually all ornaments in Central Asia, they have this or that meaning somehow. So would be great to check it with maybe your Uzbek counterparts or friends, just in
Oh,
case.
okay. I mean, yeah, that's a good idea too.
I think all nations in the world have the same patterns. In Russia, it's the same thing, but it's only white and red. In Belarus, it's the same thing, so you can color it another way, and it will be multicultural and multinational. I'm not sure that it have Uzbekistan wave and vibe. I think it's a bit problem.
Okay, thanks for the feedback.
Okay. Thank you, the team. You did a good job.
Thank you.
All right.
Now you can have you can exhale. But
Thanks, thanks for the feedback. I mean, we try hard. Yep. Well, goodbye. Have a nice evening.
Good job.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
Bye. Whew. So, the last team, last two entries.
Perfect.
I'm inviting the last team.
I'm sorry
Ta-da!
because of the first ones, we didn't comment anything.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
How do you feel?
We are super excited to meet you and super excited to tell you about our works.
What's
And we
wrong?
hope, sorry?
What's wrong with your writing at the background? What's happening there?
This is just the reference to our work, one of the works.
I see it mirrored. I mean,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I see it just as it was intended to be.
What about the
Sorry.
others? Kova, Ciro, Vladimir.
Yeah, that's mirrored too.
Yeah, it's mirrored.
Just yours. Either is okay.
Okay.
Either is
But don't worry.
okay,
Don't worry.
but it's okay. We get it.
Okay, we're sorry for the confusion.
It's okay. Can you
It's a good
briefly,
trick.
yeah, can you briefly introduce yourself, and then we can start.
Yeah, sure. My name is Mulder, and my teammate's name is Aidar, and we are both from Kazakhstan, Almaty. We are both designers.
Good. So you have up to 5 minutes to express what you created in your work.
Yeah, okay. I'll try to be as short and concise as possible, and I hope you're not too tired. So our first work is named Stitching Visions and Weaving the Future. We are all familiar with the background of the brief, but we just wanted to say that we mainly focused on the fact that Tashkent Advertising Festival needed a rebrand, which was focused on the Tashkent's culture, on its hospitality, and the dynamic advertising sphere, and we kept that in mind. So for this work, we were mainly inspired by Tashkent's historic background and the fact that Tashkent existed for millennia, and it was located at the intersection of a lot of different cultures. It was influenced by different states because it was at some point of time a part of the Kokhan Khanate, of the Russian Empire, of the Soviet Union, and it also was a part of the Silk Road. It was connecting the East and West, and by being the part of that, it was greatly influenced by Persia, by India, by China, by Russia, Central Asia. So it was a meeting point for a lot of cultures. We wanted to preserve that and show that Tashkent is a place where the cultures, they intersect, they intertwine, and in our opinion, it has greatly influenced the fact that right now people in Tashkent are very open, very friendly, hospitable, because they have experienced a lot of different cultures, so they are like very open to that. And for the visual part, we were inspired by the Tashkent's greatly known carpet waving, and we in the logo, in the branding, we represented this carpet weaving by the threads that intertwine. They go up and down, and they create a beautiful pattern of the carpet, being consisting of a mix of a lot of different threads. So this is like a reference for the different cultural mix that Tashkent has experienced. And also this is a reference for the hospitality, because carpets are usually, you can see it in the tea houses, in guest houses, and even at home where you meet your guests. It creates a cozy atmosphere. So this is a reference for the hospitality, and also the reference of the Tashkent's creativity and an homage to the ancient art of carpet weaving. So a lot of meaning put into that, and we combined everything and put it into this branding, which is consisting of a fluid lines, of intertwining of two-toned like layered blocks, and it is very curvy. So we think that this logo can be like it can be used by itself, or it can be easily shown on the other mediums without the logo, just by taking the main idea behind and using it on different visual mediums. You can easily recognize, even not knowing the main logo, you can easily recognize the reference to the festival, and the lines, they are very versatile. They can be used like on the floor navigation, on the offline events, branding, and even in the little icons. It is it can be used just as you like, but still having that idea and not leaving it behind. Yeah. So in conclusion, Tashkent Advertising Festival is the dynamic space where a lot of minds connect and intertwine, just like in the carpets, the threads intertwine and connect and create the great pattern. In Tashkent, the creative minds can come together, join, and create something beautiful and even more creative. Yeah, so this was our idea and execution. I hope everything was clear. If you have any questions, we are ready to answer.
Okay.
I think it's very, very, very clear, a very mature design on a point of view. I have a concern about the A that can look like a B. I think it's very, very, very sober to what maybe was the briefing in the expectation of a creativity festival. It's very, very corporate brand identity. I like the idea of connections, but it seems to me that it could be like the metro system or something for the city. And I'm talking from a perspective from a Brazilian. So that's I think it's very, very current, the idea and how you use it, the idea on every touch point, very mature. But I was expecting a festival to be more vibrant and more challenging. Very beautiful project.
Yeah, thank you for your feedback. We got it, yeah.
By the way, Tashkent has one of the oldest underground in the region. So that's a very interesting connotation.
Yeah, that's right.
I think the main thing that makes it a little bit softer is the color palette, because it it's kind of these tones that are more for healthcare or something more like quiet than creativity and advertisement. I think that for me, my only concern is the color, because the idea, I think it's beautiful, and it's nice that you have put the background in the call, because it's another way to see how it works everywhere, and it's easy to implement in so many media. That's something important for a festival.
Very, very well designed board too. I must say, for a festival, it's very easy to see all the elements working together. And I agree with Kova on the color. If there is a more vibrant color here, the perception would be very different.
Okay.
Even if the background was black instead of white, it would pop up a little bit more. But white with blue and soft purple, it's kind of too peaceful, everything.
Wow. Okay, thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the comments. Let's move to your second board. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and here is our second word. Its name is tagged with warmth or filled with warmth. The background is the same, but here we focused on the point that we need to preserve the local flair of Tashkent, but also to translate the point that Tashkent is the place where creativity meets hospitality. And here we stepped back and thought about not the usual visual cues that you see when you come to Tashkent. First things you see like greeneries, the blue domes, or the beautiful mosaics or something like that. We stepped back and we wanted to convey the feeling that the city gives you. And from the personal experience, we can say that in Tashkent, you are really faced with the hospitality on another level, even if we are all Central Asians. It is really seen in Tashkent. The hosts, they make sure that every guest is number one, that someone feels special, even if there are like a lot of people. So we took that in our minds. We kept that in our mind, and we took one of the best feelings that you can experience in Tashkent, the tea ceremony. For example, right after you eat, you drink tea, and usually when people gather around the big table and they share tea, they share also their ideas. They share something like their viewpoints. They bond together. They talk, and they have a good time. So we focused on that feeling of that you get right after the tea ceremony. Everyone is very like everyone is full, everyone is smiling because they just had a great time with other people, bonding with other people, like listening to them, sharing, being at some like just like at the Tashkent Ad Festival. The feelings are the same. You bond over a common theme, you have a good time. So we took that in mind. We combined the feelings, we combined the visual representation of the just finished tea ceremony, like the stacking teacups. They represent the time that was well spent. So we took the Uzbek teacups. They are usually orange with some white flowery patterns, some gold maybe detailing. We took that. We took a big white smiles and we combined it into our main logo. The reason we kept the flowers but made it a little bit more minimalistic is also a reference to the artistry and the ceramics, the paintings that existed there for over a millennia, and But also this logo can be like in the execution, it can be very versatile. It can be like drawn just to the half circles that are stacked on top of each other. They can be just the shape of the cups stacked onto each other. The cups can be just shown side by side. They also represent the Tea Party and still keep the idea behind. And yes, we took the color inspiration from the original Uzbek tea cups. Yeah. And added some whites, added some blues to reference to Tashkent, because it is really a city of light blues and blues, combined it all together. And this is what we came up with. And if you have any questions, yeah, we're ready to answer them too. And if you have any comments, yeah, let's hear them.
I would ask, why did you decide to take off the exclamation point on this version?
On the previous version, we didn't include
that one.
Oh, okay,
That one.
okay, on this one, because with the rebrand, there is the feeling that the main feeling that you want to convey with the rebrand is the feeling that, like, it is very open, very friendly, very like, how can I say, an atmosphere that welcomes everyone. And we thought that the exclamation point is too tough for the thing like this rebranding, because if you put it, it can be a little bit like too harsh, feel too harsh. And usually when you come to the places like tea party, tea ceremonies, or like festivals, you want to be included and you want to be like not stressing about some points of the festival being too harsh or being like too pointy or being too much.
And I have a feeling that I'm not sure, looking all the applications, what's the logo. And sometimes the only way it's applied full is that on that result on the top. But then in any other application, every application we see something different or lacking. And I see that as a festival, the logo has to be it has to be very, very, very memorable. That's my opinion. That which one was a little bit confused.
Okay, yeah, we got it. Maybe it's our fault that we wanted to show the versatility and we didn't include another like medium that represents the main logo, but yeah, it's a very fair comment, yeah.
Okay.
Well, since the one, I would just have a last suggestion. When I first looked, it seemed to me like a wood festival, maybe because of the colors. I would not make a direct assimilation to a creativity festival on the first look. Maybe the colors and also because of the bows. I think it was very literal.
Okay, thank you. The team, good job, good presentation. You were the last one. You made it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now you can have some rest. You can leave the room and see you, I guess, see you soon.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your time and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So 3 ideas with pialas, right? But with different application. Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's very popular.
Interesting. Thank you so much for being with us. I got so inspired, and I see that you are really monsters. I mean, in positive sense, in professional sense. I wouldn't call it smart, but but I think you are wise. You are really wise, and I'm so happy that you agreed to be part of this. So
it's been a pleasure.
I think today's evening we saw a big journey of the exclamation mark through the many projects.
I will upload this video to the website where you have all the evaluation forms and so on, just in case if you want to come back to discussion and so on. And of course, I will send it to Ike as well. So
yeah, thank you.
Great.
It was a very great pleasure. Just what's the final date for us to evaluate? Just for if you have in mind.
Can you repeat it once again? What's
the final date to the deadline? Yeah, the deadline.
Well, the very last one is March 30.
Oh no.
30.
Yeah, if you can make it to March 27, that will be
for sure.
fantastic.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Have a nice
Thank you.
Nice day, evening. I saw that piece of sunset at Kova's wall.
Yeah, it was raining and then the sun came out and I was
it was so beautiful. Wow. So have a good day.
Thank you, guys.
And
thank you so much. Bye.
Talk to you soon.
It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Pleasure. Bye.
Bye.